What's up, guys? We are here in Toronto. It is Toronto Motorsports Park, LZ World Tour Canada. The track action is going to be all on Adam LZ's live stream, but behind all that, the most amazing car show is going on. We've never been to a car show in Canada before, and there's some wild stuff here, everything you can imagine. So we're going to do a little hunt around the car park, find the stuff that's strange, unusual, good, bad, show you guys all that's going on in the Canadian car scene. Alright, so we'll start with this beautiful 180SX. It is a 180SX, or 240SX as they would call it here, with the PS13 front. Look at this thing. I know it's on air, but I'm a big fan of that. Is it on air?
Dave, it has to be on air. Look at the wheels, it's tuck and rim.
So this is like beautiful glitter paint, all the dish. This is such a Dave style here. 326 power wing. I would love a 180 to look just like this. I like the PS13 front. I think that works really well.
Just going to apologise now for the wind sound of this because there is 100 windmills around the place.
What's going on here? He's just gone absolutely through the bonnet with 2 air filters. You're going to see a lot of things here that you've never seen before, but that's part of the fun. So here we have one of the beautiful JDM cars on display. This RX-7. This is the look, I think. In yellow with the TEs. Look how clean this is. Absolutely not gold restored. Spotless in there. The amount of time and energy that went into this thing is incredible.
This is perfection.
I think as an RX-7, this is perfection. If I had an RX-7, this is exactly what I would like to have. I know it's kind of a played out look. Everyone does the yellow, but like yellow with the bronze, so good. And another RX-7, very clean as well here. But I would never park it beside this. If it was me, I'd just stay far away from that one.
That one kind of steals the attention, really.
You know it's good when the doggo has a drift t-shirt on. He's got the merch on. Yeah, he's going to try and eat your microphone now. Hello. So our A4 is here. Vasily kindly lent us to it for this weekend. It's sitting very cool against another Audi. Look at this. You ever seen this before? The fabric covering the strut. I like that.
Oh, I think that's a bit of a fire hazard.
I feel the same, but it looks very cool.
Style over safety. Yeah. Now this one, Dave, I think is static. I think it's static.
No, this one is static. I saw this driving through the car park last night. So another beautiful example. Beautiful combo on the work wheels. Like the paint. 180 front, so this will be a 1VA. This is like we walked into 2005, and then you got this really nice. This is a bit of you, Josh.
This is too mint to be a bit of me.
I like the fitment. You need more fitment on your one. That works really well.
I could definitely squeeze a little more low out of mine.
I think you squeeze a bit more low out of it. I think the stock body S bodies, I think I'm getting a little excited that I might want to build like a stock body S body with 16s or 15s on it. Just see what you think. Let me know in the comments. Should I go that route? I know I have all the fancy stuff done, but I'd love it like a regular body, like 2-tone 15s or 16s. I'd love that. That's cool. Very cool. This car is absolutely beautiful. Like BMW V8 4.4 on throttle bodies, on air. This thing is gorgeous. I'm not the biggest E30 fan, but when they're done right, they're just so nice.
I'm not the biggest E30 fan, but like this is like when you look at an engine bay like this, it's just smooth to high heavens.
It's beautiful. Chrome, black, everything's smooth. It's just beautiful. That's a car that's taken a long time to build. This is one of my favorite cars here because it's just got so much character. It's an early 80s Cressida, but he crashed it drifting. You see it's an actual drift car? Look, cut knuckles, all tubed at the front. He crashed this and he couldn't find Cressida headlights. So he took the front headlights out of an American Cutlass and put them into a Cressida, which created its own model of car, which I think looks really cool. And this thing is like, it's a little beat up because it's a drift car, but the wheels are nice. How many cars have you seen with a beautiful rear seat, like the blanket rear seat, bride? Thing is gangs, and really good fitment all around as well. I like the way he's taken the over fenders and coloured them the same as the two-tone on the bottom.
I think this is a good example of like your car doesn't always have to be the cleanest, but you can be a bit creative, and it looks as good as a clean car.
But it's not always about clean, it's about style. The car has style. It's not perfect, but it's got a lot of style. So for me, I just think it's a beautiful car. I mean, it's rusty and it's a drift car and he uses it, but I think that's one of the coolest cars here. I've never seen anything like that before. This is so perfect because it's parked under the bleachers, so it gives this kind of abandoned look. Another one of my cars of the show. So BMW, and I assume it's a 2002. So this is actually, it starts as a very expensive car, and he's done a custom metal wide body, and he's purposely patined it, and now it's just got with the roof box, whatever. This is a cool car.
This is kind of a take on the DTM kit. What's it called?
Yeah, like an old DTM car with the wide body. But the most amazing thing about this car, Josh, is I have no idea what interior is in it. It's from a modern car. I think it's from a Subaru Impreza.
What?
It's got the interior from a Subaru Impreza, as far as I can see. In a 2002 with customs. These are metal.
Yeah, these are metal, and he's done it all the way through. And there's a lot of work in doing a custom metal body kit.
And it's a full STI, I think. Yeah, it is a Subaru STI full interior, like including the center console, everything.
I can't imagine it was an easy swap.
No, that's a cool car. Really cool. And like the front of it, watch. Got the reservoir out on the outside, hella lamps. It's got the usual 9-inch lights and the custom splitter. I love that look. I think that's amazing. Interesting machine.
So what he's done is taken a unreliable engine out of the car and put another unreliable engine in the car.
KA swapped FRS, which same with the GT86. Look at the engraving in the headlights. It's a bit of Adam O'Connor there. Flames on the roof. Interesting. Flames on the turbo. Look at that. So much time and effort. Like, we would never go to that time and energy, but that is really nice to see those details. S15 Varietta. Fan or not a fan, Josh?
You know what? I'd be a fan of this if you stripped out the back and put a cage in there. I don't know. I don't like this. Is it like a speedster look or something? I think that ruins it.
Yeah. I think, in my opinion, they look very good with the roof down and horrendous with the roof up. But this one, either way, with this paint, kit and wheels, looks gorgeous. Like, this is the nicest Varietta I've seen. And I have to say, this is as good as you can get one.
I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but they're very sparkly purple.
Very bit of you, Josh. Bit of sparkly purple. You like it?
I have been known to like sparkly purple.
So this is Canada's fastest time attack car. Apparently, it looks it.
I was gonna say, you know what? Wouldn't question it.
Wouldn't question it with this aero. It's just a lot of aero. It's still got an EJ, I think, the Subaru engine, but it's 1,400 horsepower.
Subtle, very subtle.
Just in case you didn't know, it's 1,100 horsepower. I was wrong. I exaggerated. I'd never exaggerate.
I love the way that the whole rear wheel is exposed there. Obnoxious.
Yeah. This thing is just built for one purpose, going really, really fast. What could have been, Josh? What could have been? So most people don't know that my S15, which we're hoping to have ready for JAF Fest, which is less than 2 weeks away, with the 3S GE plus T engine, Group D have it running, I think, at this stage. We'll be showing you that, and obviously Jimmy Oakes is going to come over and give it its first drive before JAF Fest. But before all that, I was going to buy one of these 326 power body kits. And the reason I didn't is because one of those shipped from Japan was €9,000 just for the front bumper, back bumper, and side skirts.
Sorry, that's not with the body kit. The postage was 9,000.
It was like it was too expensive, basically. But this guy has gone the whole hog, bought it. Maybe they have a 326 power USA, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was easier to get in Canada or the USA. But this thing is gorgeous. All the camber, all the dish, same color as mine. It's just beautiful. I love how this car looks.
I really like how it's not an outrageous kit. It's just a little different.
It's a bit different, and you're so used to seeing S15s for like 15, 20 years now, all modified. This one just gives a fresh look, right? I really like it. You know, it's times like this you'd miss Craigo. Like, Craig's not here. Unfortunately, Craig had to drive the JZX 110 back from Poland, and he was too tired to come to this trip, so he's missing out. He loves it. They have one, but they love it. I like the two-tone.
I was just about to say, I really like the two-tone. It's like a twin cam.
It's like an 86, but it's a Pandem high truck. Suzuki, this looks great.
I'm going to an American car show, actually without seeing a Bora.
So the music's a bit loud, but gotta respect. R32 4-door, you know I love those. PS13, these are probably my two favorite JDM models, side by side, and done with a lot of style here as well. It also has an indicator missing, so my one does that as well.
Someone's gonna steal that.
That'll be fine.
They ain't cheap.
We're gonna show you guys what happens when you go drifting. You buy a pretty nice S-body, like this car. It's clean, it's nice, you've got into drifting, everything's going well. A couple of days later, and I feel like you've got a little bit more, you know, the wheels are broken, you've got to mismatch things, you're throwing different kits on it. You get a year into drifting, and you're sort of here, right? This is like the progression of drifting from one side to the other.
And you know what? And then you realise that your drift car's worth a load of money, and then you start putting it back to standard.
Guys from Vibrant have all the cars out here.
Is it comfortable?
Not really. Very well made though. This place is, we're like 2-3 hours from actually starting the drifting. The place, look, is rammed. It's crazy. Canada is definitely showing up this weekend.
I think this event's got kind of race wars kind of vibes to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Fast and the Furious real life. You got drag strip, you got drifting, you got a bit of everything going on. I really like it.
Surrounded.
Look at this. 434. That's one of the nicest 434s I've ever seen. Z-Tune fenders, R34 GTR front. Mike.
Hello.
You only find an NSX anywhere, you'll just see Mike hanging around, judging them.
This is my buddy Dave's car. It's very, very nice. So it has a sorcery body kit front and back. Yeah.
I've never seen this body kit before.
Yeah, it's very, very sick.
This line here,
Just looks right.
it all, like even this looks so right. Look at that. Just the extension of the lines on the car. That's something to show you. So remember we talked about we were going to do the 326 power kit on the car? Then we talked about doing the mad 326 power kit. Remember that? You weren't a fan. But someone's done it. Someone's actually done it, and it's here.
You know what? I saw this yesterday, and I'm glad, Dave. I'm glad you didn't do it.
I'll be honest, right? I like the front fenders. I think they look good. The rears are a little bit strange, and also I think it needs a big wing. Really big wing.
Every car doesn't have to be everyone's cup of tea, but I just think this kit's, it's a bit too out there. I think the Liberty Walk Silhouette kit is out there, but this is...
Also an important lesson to everybody getting into the car scene. If you're going to have an Instagram name about your car, you're married to that car for the rest of your life. So even if you have an S15, obviously stuck with a Mazda RX-7 at one point, so that's what happens. Just use your name. Don't use the car in your title, okay? This is lovely. Do you want to know a nice detail about this, Josh? Color coded the inside of the rims. We would love to show you even more cars. Like look around, 34 GTRs. That's a 240. M3s on the ground, S2000s, or 34 GTRs. There are so many cool cars here. Our friend Corey came over and said, we're actually in Japanada because there's such a love for JDM cars here and every type of car, to be honest. It's gonna be a busy rest of the day, but it's gonna be fun. The crowd is packed. We're pumped. We met so many awesome people. The day is only starting. So we just came towards our office, and at the same time as our event going on, at the same race circuit, there is drag racing going on. And not just any drag racing, the most random drag racing. Bring whatever you want, and some people have brought Top Fuel. I've never even seen one of these go in real life.
It's terrifying. If they don't get the launch right, they just stop because they just wave everywhere. Like this
Really?
this is terrifying.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see this before we go back to the track.
And as the manifold is just sticking up into the air, I can imagine it's pretty loud.
It is fair, obnoxiously loud. idle, it was okay, but then
Vibrates at the eardrums. Bollocks. What was that?
he let off.
That was 6.7 seconds.
Yeah, but he let off. That was a half-ass run at that speed.
So our office has been overlooking the drag race for 2 days now, and I've been itching to get in something, and I found someone that's going to take me for a spin. This is a street car?
Yeah.
When I got told I was putting in a street car class, I was expecting something more road looking. What's the horsepower, the weight?
With nitrous, it's around 1,000 horsepower. Weight is 2,900 pounds.
And how fast does it do a quarter mile?
881s.
That's the nitrous. Genuinely shit myself. Luckily for me, it didn't scrape. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you.
No problem.
What on earth happened then? Yeah, buddy.
Skitching, is that what it's called? Is that a skateboard term?
And only losers call it skitching.
Well, obviously that's what I am.
I had a car of the show.
And I had my car at the show, which was the yellow RX-7, right?
And I brought them here for you to see in person.
This guy can somehow convince both of them to bring them out into an empty racetrack right now.
This is a disaster because we had to go through God knows how many people, but somehow we've done it.
God damn, this is some cool looking cars. All over there, way over there, everyone's just enjoying the car show, ready to go for a top 16. We're over here with the two cars of the show. Look at that for a view.
These are the two standout cars. They're unbelievable.
Oh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Oh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Oh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right.
All right, so we're here with Ray. Ray has the nicest RX-7 FD I've ever seen in my entire life.
Thank you, thank
This thing is ridiculous.
Thank you.
So did you start with a stock car or you had some...
No, we started with the stock car, and we were actually getting ready for a show last year, and in Toronto we had a huge blackout with Rogers. The car was stuck inside the warehouse because we couldn't open the door. It was Wi-Fi. Me and my team, we built this car in 48 hours.
You did not build a car in
Yeah.
48 hours?
Pretty crazy. It was basically a stock body FD, and we got it 80% of what it is today. We added a little bit more this year, but we did it in about 48 hours. It was
So
pretty
what is this kit?
crazy. TCP Magic.
I've never seen this kit in the
Yeah.
flesh. I've seen pictures of it on
Yeah.
other cars. It's essentially a time attack kit, really.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
looks
exactly.
so good. on
Yeah.
this. You've gone carbon, everything.
Yeah.
This all came with the kit?
Not everything. Like these are Ready Go Next vents. Those are RE, like a lot of RE stuff in between. Most of the parts are all time attack companies, right? They all make like the vents and gurney flaps and louvers and stuff.
And you did a full retrim?
Yeah.
Because these ain't stock seats for sure.
No, these are SR3 Tomcats.
which are already rare
Yeah.
and expensive, and then you just tore them up and put some new fabric on
Yeah.
there, which is perfect. It complements the car
It
so
does, it
nicely.
does.
And you've done a full carbon center console as well.
Yeah, that's Evo R center console, and it's got the cup holders, which is very key because this car has no cup holders.
90s cars, JDM cars. All you young guys out there that want to buy one, you've nowhere to put a cup. There's literally no cup holder. Didn't exist as a thing. Ashtrays, yes. Cup holders, no. For some
Have you
reason.
seen the cup holder surrounds, like little rotary things?
Oh, that's so cool, man.
little
The
touch.
detail on this car, it is absolutely
Thank you
wild.
so much.
All we wanted to do today was just shoot this car. And we parked it up behind something very different, right? So these are the two cars we think that complement each other the most. Wide body craziness.
It's an honor.
We
Thank you.
can't wait to shoot this in a few moments, right? This
Thank
thing
you so
is
much.
unbelievable.
Hi, how are you?
What's up? What's the name?
Jason.
Jason.
Emily.
Emily.
Pleasure.
What have you done here now? What have you done? Because I've seen some crazy Corvettes in my time, but nothing to the scale of whatever is going on here.
Well,
This
your
is-
Corvette's pretty nice.
It is, but this is even more. Mine's just bits cut out of it. This is a lot of stuff added.
This is a 84 C4. It was first found in a field 12 years ago.
Field
And-
find.
Yes, field
Love it.
find. I bought it 3 years ago, and every piece of the car has been taken apart, refinished, put back together. I bought the wheels first.
First of all, what size?
20 by 12 square setup.
But it's a big tire too, so it looks like a 22, 23, because you obviously have huge arches to build.
Right. Well, I didn't want it to kind of get too much camber. I wanted
Yep.
to kind of meet like a nice meaty muscle car.
Also, if you had got, the stance where you put it on the rim,
Yep.
you'd be underground.
Yes.
You'd actually be underneath the ground, so that complements it very well. So you made
Thank you.
all of these panels completely one-off for this car.
Correct. A friend of mine, Brandon from Denny's Customs, we got together 7 months ago and created this body kit, and he painted it. He does custom paint, so it's a tri-coat emerald green over a GM base. So we tried to keep, GM.
But yes,
colors.
it's like I thought it was black, but then you get closer and then it's green, then you
Correct.
see the sparkle in it. So it's got
Correct.
3 stages of kind of surprising you as you go through the car.
Correct, yeah.
And these are obviously custom indicators here, or you guys call them blinkers? I don't know.
Flashers, yeah.
Flashers, yeah. Language barrier. These look very. Then I got some Tron.
Yes,
Very cool.
They're fully sequential all the way front and back, and it's just a little side project I like to do myself.
Oh, you can stand now, I stand now. I got all these people on me, I'm the man now. Like, why you hit that? Hey, girl, I made that. So I'm gonna need some other reasons for the take back.
I think to me, the back end of the car, because the front is wild, but it's the totally exposed rear wheel for me on the back that just looks unbelievable. Like that is outrageous. Like we've seen a lot of wide bodies over the years, but this one is probably the widest of all the bodies we've seen.
Originally it was a Brad Builds design, and he had did a red and a white C4 wide body. So I reached out to him and we came up with this. We worked together on this design, and then I said, do you mind if I build it? He said, absolutely not, go right ahead. And so him and I have been talking. He's a great guy, and it looks almost identical to the rendering.
As if it wasn't, let's say, wild enough. If it's a sunny day, can you see where you're going? Because the dashboard is completely reflective.
It's
right? It's almost a mirror.
The dashboard is two-way mirror. So the stock digital dash still lights up from behind.
Oh, come on. Show me that, because I don't know what's going on there.
Okay.
That to me, I love a good, innovative product. So you've done the whole dash center console, everything's custom.
Correct.
And then you're telling me that this mirror
Still
could-
shows up. It's going to be hard to see during the day because the mirror's for her, mostly. Because I don't want
it's practical. I mean, this car screams practical to me. Screams it.
I don't know if you can see it. You can just
Oh, you can just see it, yeah. So it's a two-way mirror. Can you see that on the camera?
a little better.
Nighttime you'll see it probably a lot better.
I'm not sure I can see it though.
This thing is awesome.
Thank you.
The kit from
Oh, Knight Rider.
Knight Rider, doesn't it?
It's like Knight Rider if Knight Rider went to Liberty Walk.
And said I want to look like Batman.
Yeah, I want to look like Batman. So what we're going to do is take Lucas, Josh, to most ridiculous and beautiful cars we've seen in Canada. We're going to do some awesome little rollers for you guys, because sit back and enjoy.
There's a bikini because the breasts are exposed, fully exposed. It's a lot of cleavage. He knows it, he knows it.
Lucas is out here getting all the shots for the event. You get it?
What is Blaine doing over here?
We honestly thought Blaine was out here for a second.
Trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to make no time to waste. For the record. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes with dice on y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hay. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them check the college for the quote. I still want the act, not the ghost. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste. For the record. Take advantage, I was wildin'.
It's very sticky.
Not as sticky as down there.
My shoes came off yesterday.
Who's the Dirty Dave here?
Dave's really annoyed because he wanted that tag name.
I wanted that on Instagram, and he's got a cooler car than me, so I was like, he's got it all going on. To be honest, tired Dave, that's what it is now. This has been a long 30 days or 40 days, or it's been a long time. We've done 3 or 4 weeks on the road. This event went off without a hitch. Thanks to everybody on our team and on the LZMFG team. We came together, we had issues, but in the end it was a great show. The battles, the backflips, the backies, it was great. And I'm glad, it was kind of cool to see a Canadian win the Canadian event too. Tommy Lemaire, amazing stuff. We enjoyed the car show, we enjoyed the people. Canada has been amazing. It's opened my eyes, I hope it's opened your eyes to how amazing the car scene is here, because there's so much passion everywhere. We're a little tired now. We're gonna go pack everything up again and get ready for 2 events where we're not announcing and videoing, we're drifting. We're going to the Tully Roan Drift Night next week. Then we're heading to Jap Fest, where Josh and I are both competing in the pro class of the Irish Drift Championship. So from the microphone and the camera to the steering wheel in the next 2 weeks, let's see how that goes. See you guys in the next episode.